but some of you heroes, you do it anyway, just to help people out. Or maybe you just like being the center of attention. A lot of commanders
Bro, I feel so naked right now. Jesus. Like, man, cover my like, Jesus.
are also YouTubers. What a strange coincidence.
What the hell? Yo, chill out. Okay, so this is the 9 types of Guild Wars 2 players by Loranity. And since we're going to be playing Guild Wars 2, I figured I would just figure out early which type of player I am going to be.
It is once again time for all of you to get roasted. Guild Wars 2 is
We love being roasted. My community particularly.
a huge game, and a huge game comes with lots of different types of players. Some players spend all their time taking down epic bosses, while other players
You have my attention. You need Jesus. Okay. Exclamation point Jesus. Ask for Deborah. Yes, she's great. If she's not there, ask for Pete. Usually after 6 p.m. Central.
are busy mastering their jumping skills in Divinity's Reach. It's harder than it looks, okay? Today, we'll be taking a look at the 9 different types of Guild Wars 2 players.
I also need Jesus.
And just like in the previous video, we'll be mildly roasting everyone along the way. It's gonna get spicy. The Open World main. The Open World main. These players are incredibly comfy. You scoff at those PvPers and raiders playing their toxic elitist content. You don't have time for any of that. You just log in, fight Octavine for the 7,000th time, farm gold for legendaries, maybe do a jumping puzzle along the way, do some gathering. Wait, what's that? Tarir South Lane didn't one burn the boss? Panic! Picnic! Oh my gosh, South Lane clearly does not know how to play the game. The commander is a giant noob. Go back to Queensdale! Your mother is a centaur! Alright.
My God, bro. Okay, memes aside, I think the open world main is actually kind of like... It's not a very common person. You would think that the open world main was a much more common person in an MMO setting. Like, oh my God, the vast open world, right? And although that's cool for a lot of players, I don't think that's the reason a lot of players stick with MMOs.
Most open world mains are super nice and super cozy. Just
true. They're the Care Bears.
when the meta event fails, the non-cozy open world mains reveal themselves.
They're also the most toxic people in the entire world if you've ever rubbed them the wrong way. I can't emphasize enough. People say that PvPers are toxic. These people. Okay, these people here. These are the gremlins. These are the horrible people that will just, for the next year and a half, you know, like, and I believe the saying is that elephants never forget. And I don't like to make it about their size, but it does hold true for these particular players. Okay? Because they never forget. You could ask a Throne and Liberty player, or honestly a BDO player. You can ask a BDO player, like, hey, do you like this person? Oh, Loranity? Oh, that person griefed me one time 7.5 years ago at Elric Shrine. Yeah, I hate them. They're terrible human beings. Are they grinding somewhere right now? Can I go kill them? Like, dude, they just never forget about anything. I don't understand. If you rub these people the wrong way, it is a life sentence in these players' minds. It's nuts.
Fortunately, open world tends to be pretty easy, so that doesn't happen very often. Some open world mains love to hang out together in map chats, but there are also those who have played the game for 1,000 hours but have never written
That guy's wearing a bucket, right? Like, that's crazy.
a single message in chats. And honestly,
oh, they'll message in chat. You just gotta rub them the wrong way. You know what I mean?
I kinda get it. You just had a long day of work and you just want to vibe in open worlds without having to deal with people.
It's true. It's true. I mean, these people right here, okay, they're all innocent. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not like they're minding their own business. And then you gotta come in and you gotta turn this helmet into some Sauron shit. I'm not even joking. All right, some Lord of the Rings Sauron level hate. that is going to go down if you get in these people's way. But like, don't start none, won't be none, okay? Because that's how it is.
Game for work, and you just want to vibe in open worlds without having to deal with people. Just follow the commander tag, press your auto attack, and watch the loot appear in your inventory. Open world mains are also meticulous inventory organizers,
That's how villains are made.
and their
Yep.
one kryptonite is a messy streamer inventory. Oh my gosh, everybody calm.
Bro, that shit's an episode of Hoarders, man. What the f is going on here? Oh my god. Look at her face. She knows she's guilty, bro. Look at that face. Look at this shit, bro. It's like that squirrel emote. What? Oh, wait, no, it's like that little kid. It's the little kid, not the squirrel. Not the squirrel. It's the little kid with the buck teeth. Y'all know the one I'm talking about, right?
Oh my gosh, everybody calm
That shit's
down.
crazy,
The
bro.
role player. Role players love the world and lore of Guild 2. They love it so much that they secretly wish they would get isekais and get transported into Tyria. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Preferably a non-violent type of isekai, thank you. So instead, roleplayers are doing the next best thing, and they are living vicariously through their roleplay character. Stash me leans back against the pillar with my wolf named Shadow. Barkeep, another ill. Roleplayers are some of the
Okay. We all meme on role players. Let's just be honest. We love role playing. Okay. It's just the truth. Everybody, you guys know it. I know it. We all know it. We all love role playing. You know why I know that? Because we all love Pathfinder and D&D. Okay. Caught right now. All right. It's just that in game, it can feel a little bit cringe if not everyone around you is role playing, right? Because it only takes one person to up all of the role play. Like literally one person.
most creative people in the community. They're writing detailed backstories, discussing the lore, drawing art of their character. It looked like a huge D&D campaign with lots of participants, and it's honestly a lot of fun. Most of this roleplay happens inside of guilds nowadays, because it gets a little bit tiring getting trolled every 5 minutes, but there is also
That's what I'm saying, bro. You trying to just have a conversation with your homie about where you're gonna go get loot next. You know what I mean? And then there's that ADHD friend. You're like, yo, okay, so we need a third for that quest. And then you're like,
tiring getting trolled every
how badly do we need a third?
5 minutes. But there is also Tavern RP. Dun dun dun! When you enter the Maiden's Whisper in Divinity's Reach at prime time, you never quite know what you will run into. You might meet a well-written, realistic character with strengths and weaknesses, or
a bikini-wearing motherfucking
you might run into Togan Lackery, who is perfect in every way and is also
they, them, safety. It's good. They, them, right? Like that's what we're, okay.
aggressively looking
Guardian,
for his
right?
jar soulmates. Keep searching, Togan. I believe in you. The Raider. Oh boy, it's the Raiders. Where do we even begin? Hey, so I'm a Raider. I am really good at the game, and I guess you could say that I enjoy a challenge. I only play games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring because I hate it when the game's too easy. The harder I boss, the better, because otherwise it's just not challenging enough for me.
Bro, it's so toxic. It kind of hits the nail on the head, though. But, like, Raiders are really just, like... It's exactly what the she said, right? Like,
it's who wants to do sub of cannons?
Yeah, anybody want to not be DPS? All out.
Raiders claim that they like a challenge, but honestly, most of them don't really.
So true. They want a challenge and then they all get wiped on the raid and they're like, it's too hard. Every time.
They never want to do mechanics, and their favorite boss is Mersad's Overseer because it doesn't really fight back, and then their DPS numbers look really good.
Number up good. Yep.
Oh no, shit, lag, where's my healing? All kidding aside, raiding can be pretty comfy. Once a week, you get together with your friends in Discord to hang out and kill some bosses. But there is also raiding on the LFG. We need some more people for Wing 1. I'm looking for a warrior with damage, quickness, kill proof, 500 ally, damage, quickness, kill proof, 500 ally. Wanna know a secret? When you see some crazy requirements on LFG, very often the person who made the group just really wants to get carried. Help.
True. Or they want you really the high gear requirement for joining raid groups is really required because they know that your intelligence level is probably low. And having a lot of gear kind of circumvents that entirely. So if you have a shitload of gear, it doesn't matter that you're an American. You know what I mean? Because you have a lot of gear, it won't matter.
Helping my newbie friend.
They're just trying to get to the next. They're just trying to get the raid done, homie. Like,
get the kill. 2,000 ally. 1 out of 10. I think the command.
hey, I'm thinking about downloading the game for PvP from level 2. What core builds can I play, and are they viable? You have me confused with a mainstream Guild Wars 2 streamer. I just started. I'm like you. I'm like you. I'm like level 15 or 17 or something. Actually, I'm like level 20 something. Okay. You need to go to the next person. Next person. This isn't right. I love you from the beginning. Yeah, I'm just being honest with you. I'm just trying to level expectations here.
Under and the newbie friends might be the same person. The PvPer. PvPers are incredibly competitive, and their whole purpose in life is to be better than you at the game. And I'll give credits where...
Hey, that is true. That's true. Also, be as toxic as possible, because if you type and insult them in a good enough way, your PvP experience will be better because you know that they're tilted. Okay, like, you want them to type. Like, they could say, like, some racial slur, and you'd be like, oh, racism, publicly. But then with your homies, you're like, oh, we got him. Keep typing to him. Keep typing. He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again. Get him again. You know, like, PvPers love the chat PvP. It's half of the experience.
Credits due. Mastering PvP in this game is incredibly difficult. PvPers are keeping track of enemy cooldowns, baiting their heals, unleashing bursts at the right time. Oh god, I'm not sure what's happening.
The PvP in this game looks so good.
Random bullshit go! The PvPers don't want you to know this, but random bullshit go tends to be a really effective strategy.
Yeah, PvP, chat PvP is the real PvP. It is. And I can't emphasize, the people that go directly to the gamer words, like the N words and the F words and those shitty words, those people are low intelligence, dog shit PvPers. Okay. The real beauty of chat PvP is getting around all of the bannable words and coming up with something so creatively insulting that it's just, it's just beautiful. You know, that's what you need. Like you just type to them www.subway.com/North American Careers. Invest. It's simple. It's to the point. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna tilt the shit out of them. It's not against TOS. You just hit it right at home. You know what I mean?
When PvPers win a match, it's because of their incredible talent and skill. When they lose a match, it's not because they're bad, it's because their teammates are bad. And because the enemy's class is overpowered. I might be in bronze, but I don't belong here. It's just because I keep getting bad teammates. They're all in bronze for some reason. Here, I was going to make a joke about all PvP players having the exact same fashion, but then I realized that they're about all PvP players having the exact...
If I had an eye tracker right here, I would kill for an eye tracker right here. It's like a laser beam. We all need Jesus.
Exact same fashion. But then I realized that there is a setting that gives all PvP players the exact same fashion, and I have that setting turned on. So yeah, that one's on me. PvP can sometimes be pretty frustrating. Maybe the match is incredibly one-sided, or maybe one of your teammates has...
I've done some PvP in Guild Wars too. The enemy team would win some, and my team would almost win others. You know, it's pretty close.
Decided that the middle of the match is the perfect time to go walk their dog. But when you get that super exciting, super close, balanced match, then it's all worth it. I get you, PvPers. I get why you play this game out. Just next time, maybe walk your dog before you queue. The Volt versus Volt main. Our next type of player is the Volt versus Volt main. These players possess some incredibly deep knowledge of the game's combat. Whether they are coordinating massive zergs or collect...
That looks like so much fun, bro. This is the shit that I want to do in Guild Wars 2.
Incredibly deep knowledge of the game's combat. Whether they are...
Oh, boys, let's get in there. Woo!
Coordinating massive zergs,
you know,
or collecting footage for their roaming kill compilation with dubstep music. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Bro.
Float! Use the float!
What up, Utaro?
No, they're not floated. They had stab. Shit. Oh, cool. I have an idea. Okay? Spectral walk. Jump down. Go back. They didn't fall for it. Oh, they did fall for it!
That's insane. PvP montages are what you live for, bro. Oh, that's the...
See, and then they dance. And then you backstab them. Volt versus Volt players push Guild Wars 2's combat to its very limits.
I love it.
All so that they can capture objectives and win the matchup. Nah, that's a lie. Volt versus Volt mains don't care about winning. They just want exciting fights, and they couldn't care less about defending their territory.
This woman knows what she's doing, guys. The underboob is insane. She knows what's going on. Like,
oh, somebody's attacking Stone Mist Castle? Sorry, we're busy fighting a guild over there. Oh, our commander is pushing towards the enemy garrison? Hold on, everyone. There's one enemy over there trying to do their daily, so we need to chase him down.
Bro, I swear to God, every time in large scale, I gotta turn around. I'm leading like 100 people through the choke point. Bro, we're banging ass. I turn around. I got a bunch of Catholic priests on a Boy Scout in the back line because they all got to try to run down one guy. It's literally insane. It's like a fish fry back there. Like,
with 40 people, the garrison can wait. It honestly reminds me a lot of cats chasing a laser pointer.
That too.
When Volt versus Volt mains are not being distracted by a laser pointer, they trust the commander with their lives. If your friend jumps off a cliff, would you jump too? For Volt versus Volt mains, the answer is a resounding yes. Yeah, we should go. Oh god, oh god.
The shot caller told me to, based. Oh my god. He died for the queen. He died for the queen.
Why am I such a bad commander? The AP Hunter. AP.
Do you really want to know the answer to that, or was it rhetorical? We'll just keep going. I don't...
Hunters are the ultimate completionists. And honestly, as someone who's lazy and only has 25k achievement points after 12 years, I really respect that. But also, these AP hunters are basically in a prison of their own making. Every time ArenaNet adds new achievements to the game, the AP hunters just have to have it. It would be a waste not to have it. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I spend all my gold on weapon skins I don't actually want?
The Lord of the Rings music goes crazy right there. Why not? Why shouldn't I have it?
My free AP, my precious. The best way I can describe it is that it's a bit like collecting vinyls. You keep pouring more and more time and money into your vinyl collection, and you're honestly not even sure if you're having fun anymore. You're having fun. The end game of every MMO is fashion, plain and simple. It's not even a question. Okay, why do you think that I'm standing in town? Like, look at that. Okay, well, this is a bad example. That's a bad example. Look away. That's a bad example. Look away. But this is a good example. This is a good example. All right. Every MMO, it's all about the fashion.
He's very fashionable. He looks hot.
You never listen to these finals, but you can't stop now. If you stop now, you would be admitting that all of this was a huge waste of money. So you just keep buying more and more finals. Sunk cost fallacy. What if I tell you that if there's an achievement you don't feel like doing, you could just not do it?
Stop.
I know, that's just not how it works. Well, at least you can message Nancy on Discord to brag that you have more achievement points than her.
This could be you, but you slacking.
Desocialize. MMOs are inherently pretty social games. Though you can totally play Guild Wars 2 solo, you share this world with lots of other players. You can meet new people, make lifelong friends, and maybe even meet someone special, all while exploring the world of Syria together. But there are also
This is 100% me. This is it right here. What I love most about MMOs is like meeting people and like, bro, being in Discord with the homies and meeting new people is so much fun. Like that is at the heart of why I even liked BDO in the first place. You know, because I could join voice and like meet people without having to go outside and meet people. Like it just makes making friends that like the same things that you like so much easier. I met my last two girlfriends in MMOs. Can we get their names and Discord tags for reference? You did say previous. You know, we want to know who to avoid.
players who seem to have forgotten that there is a world outside of Divinity's Reach. Oh my god, should we do fractals? Stop trying to make fractals.
There are far less of these people in Guild Wars 2. Most of the people that like to do this sit in Final Fantasy.
Happen. It's not going to happen. Meet the...
But I think that there are like really tight-knit guilds in Guild Wars 2 that just love each other and love sitting in voice with each other.
Socialize. These players live at Minister's Waypoint in Divinity's Reach, and they rarely ever set foot outside of these city walls. They hang out for hours each day, just chatting, doing their character's fashion, chatting, redoing their character's fashion, chatting.
Well, you're mentally preparing to do content. You know what I mean? Like you can't go do the raid unless you look really good, and then you just kind of don't ever mention the raid to the Discord call. You just kind of sit there, right? But if it were to come up, then you would be ready for it. You know what I mean? We're just gonna sit here. We're gonna mentally prepare to do something relevant in the game. You know, like if I wanted to, I could kind of do. I have the option there, but like we're ready at a moment's notice.
Some more, redoing their character's fashion. These players spend hours perfecting their character's fashion, which is honestly kind of impressive considering they barely play any content. Any skin that's not available on the trading post or gem.
How do I get that? Is that a skin for Guardian? Can I get that on my guy character? That shit eats.
Store, we don't talk about those. These players spend a lot of money on gems each month. From outfits to mount skins to chairs. Whoa. These players have to have it all. And I'm pretty sure...
Hey, you, okay? So what? We like to spend money, okay? We like to look good, all right? And yeah, sure, an outfit comes out every once in a while and it has less clothing, which was less effort for the developers, but I'm gonna buy it because I need to have it's about the collection. It's nothing to do with how little clothing she's wearing. Sure, I'm gonna buy it, but it's about the principle of the matter.
Sure that they're the only ones who buy transmutation charges. Thank you, socialites. Thank you for funding the game for the rest of us. The Commander.
Those are the best people.
Commanders are social butterflies who have decided to leave Divinity's Reach and use their extrovertedness for good. They organize meta events.
Never mind, this is me. At this one, never mind. This is it. I'm a shot caller in every game that I play, bro. I'm like that guy. I am an extrovert in an ocean of introverts. And that's what I love about MMO communities is that everyone around me is just an introvert. They hate talking to people, and it's so easy to make those people laugh and feel uncomfortable. And they feel better because of it. You know what I mean? There is just nothing like being yelled at by your raid commander because you're evolutionarily challenged or have less fingers than the person standing next to you. I feel it's endearing. It helps us bond. It does.
groups, Volt versus Volt Knights. Without them, the whole Guild of Steel community would honestly be falling apart. My motto as a Volt versus Volt commander is, you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Based, dude. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. This is a democracy. It just only has one vote and it's mine. Get the f in there. Okay? Bunch of pussies.
It's an incredibly thankless job, and honestly, you gotta have some real patience.
Yeah,
Therefore,
not patience. It's a thankless job, and you gotta be a rock solid mental status person. Say it in Trump's voice. Some of you may die. You will. Some of you will die, but it's a sacrifice. It is. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. On behalf of the American citizens and the country and the people that make this game so great. It is. It's something special.
Fractals, looking for a healer. High DPS. Oh my gosh, did you see that the commander put the siege in a non-optimal spot? Everyone knows that putting the siege over there is way better. The commander's clearly a newbie. I could be a much better commander. Yeah, oh my god, the commander didn't even know. Fashion. As commander, everyone expects you to play perfectly, and that is a lot.
True. You have to know what you're doing, even when you don't know what you're doing. You need to be so confident that you have the right play that no one even questions for a moment that you're
full of pressure. But some of you heroes, you do it anyway, just to help people out. Or maybe you just like being the center of attention. A lot of commanders
Bro, I feel so naked right now. Jesus. Like, man, cover my like, Jesus.
are also YouTubers. What a strange coincidence.
What the hell? Yo, chill out.
The Homesteader. The Homesteader is a relatively new type of Guild of Steel player, and their goal is to make the perfect homesteads. These players once also played the other parts of the game, but ever since Gen 3 Worlds came out, they have only ever left their homesteads to buy crafting materials. Some homesteaders focus on making the prettiest homestead ever.
These people are just the RP players, right? These are the same people. They're one and the same.
No matter the cost. They spend all of their weekly refined crafting materials within a few minutes, and after that they resort to using these super expensive materials from the black market. It's okay, you don't mind spending a couple thousand golds on a couple of decorations. You can always use gems to gold to get more, right? Other homesteaders focus exclusively on making the most difficult jumping puzzles known to mankind. You thought Shadows of Tears was hard? Think again. Lorenity's big plushy burrito is clearly on a whole other level. And then finally, there are
they're life skillers. That's fair. Okay, yeah, that's true. We didn't cover the life skillers yet. Those guys are pussies.
Also homesteaders who, how do I put this? They really like the Troya plushie.
Oh my god, they are life skillers. What the hell is going on?
To be clear, the Troya are paid actors, okay? They're not actually on fire, like it's all special effects. They get paid well, they have a union. You don't have...
I don't know how that pet works, but that's got to be abuse, right? Like, somebody should tell PETA.
to worry about the Troyas.
Still playing Throne? Yeah, we were in Throne earlier today. We played a little bit of it.
I'm looking for a warrior with damage, quickness, skill proof, 500 to lie, damage, quickness, skill.
This is a really good YouTuber. This person is really good at their job. There's the video right there. And that right there is in that's our intro into Guild Wars 2, baby. Woo!